Hey everybody, thanks for watching my first time home buyers course. This is video number 6. We're going to be talking about home inspections. Last time we talked about contingencies, and this kind of relates to that. I asked Jason Daly, he's a home inspector in my hometown of Mount Juliet. Jason, why in the world do we even need to do a home inspection when we're purchasing a house? This is what he told me.
Home inspections basically are there to educate the buyer. It's part of the information gathering process. The home inspector is going to educate the buyer on everything about the home, from the roof, foundation, pretty much everything in between, looking at heating, cooling, doors, windows, exterior, looking at the kitchen appliances, pretty much looking at all the accessible areas of the house. Does the home inspection allow you to ask the seller to repair everything in the house? No. Home inspection is there to educate the buyer, tell you the condition of things, tell you the age of things. Are things working? Are things not working? And once you get all that information, you kind of go from there. Every contract is different. Some contracts are as is. So you take that information and figure out if that house is a good fit for you. Some contracts are as is, but we find some pretty big concerns, some major concerns, whether it's foundation, HVAC, certain things, and those concerns are valid points to bring up in the contract negotiation, even though it's labeled as is. Some contracts, it's just a standard home inspection clause, and you can make, requests for repairs. And that's where you take our report, you get with your realtor, figure out what's best for you in the contract, and you go from there.
The home inspector won't report on minor issues that are cosmetic, like maybe the carpet is dirty. He's looking for something that a little bit more serious and more mechanical and structural in nature, things like that. So he'll check all the plugs, he'll check the roof, he'll check the HVAC, things like that. He might recommend, if he suspects something maybe with an HVAC, he might recommend that you go with the second mile and take an HVAC inspection also. But he'll let you know about stuff like that. But I asked Jason, hey Jason, when we're looking for a home inspector, what do we need to look for? And he told me this.
When you're looking for a home inspector, good things to look for is your state license. So does the home inspector have to have a license with the state? Most states, if they are licensed, you can go online and verify if that inspector's license is valid. Believe it or not, there's some inspectors that don't renew their license and keep working. So it's good to know if they're in good standing with the state. If the state requires licensing, there's a whole process they have to go through to qualify for that license. It's typically education, insurance, they have to pass the national exam, and then that's pretty much the foundation that the license starts on. And then you also want to look into their background. How many years have they been doing it? What's their prior experiences to getting into that business? All those things kind of make up what your inspectors, the quality of inspector you're going to get, what their background is, the knowledge they're going to bring to the table in helping you investigate that house.
Now, once you get the home inspection report, you look over it, you think of the things that are really important to you. There might be some issues on there that you're not real concerned about, but there also may be some things that you definitely want to ask the seller to fix. So you and your agent will draw up a repair proposal and send it over to the other agent, asking them to make repairs of certain things. And basically it's a negotiation time, going back and forth, trying to find out what's going to win for everybody, because you want to make sure that you know everything there is about the house that you're buying, and the things that you really care about that you don't want to have to worry about fixing or dealing with, you ask them to do it. Now, if they say they won't do it, you're not under any obligation to buy the house, and in most cases you get your deposit, your earnest money back too. So anyway, home inspections are a really important part of buying a house, and I never encourage anybody really to buy a house without having a home inspection. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Hope you'll catch the next video in the series of First Time Home Buyers. I'm Eddie Poole with Keller Williams Realty in Mount Juliet.